The people of Ad and Thamud, a warning from history. In the vast and unforgiving deserts of ancient Arabia, there lived two powerful and prosperous nations, Ad and Thamud. Their stories, etched in the sands of time, serve as a powerful reminder of the consequences of arrogance and disobedience to the divine will. They remind us that even the mightiest civilizations are not immune to the passage of time and the justice of God. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, speaks of these nations as a warning to humankind. It tells of their material wealth, their architectural prowess, and their eventual downfall due to their rejection of God's messengers. Their stories highlight the importance of humility, gratitude, and submission to the divine will, values that resonate deeply within Islamic teachings. The might and fall of the Ad people. The Ad were a mighty people who inhabited the southern region of Arabia, a land known as Akaf. Blessed with strong physiques and formidable strength, they erected towering structures and controlled vast swaths of land. Their opulence and might knew no bounds, and they reveled in their worldly achievements. Yet their prosperity led them astray, nurturing within them a sense of arrogance and self-importance.
O my people, worship Allah alone. You have no other God but Him. Will you not fear Him?
Into this environment, God sent the prophet Hud, a man from among the Ad themselves, to call them back to the path of righteousness. Hud preached the oneness of God and warned them against the perils of idol worship and their excessive pride. He urged them to acknowledge God's blessings and to live in accordance with His divine laws.
Are you telling us to abandon our gods for the sake of one God? You must be out of your mind, Hud.
However, the Ad, blinded by their material wealth and arrogance, scoffed at Hud's message, dismissing him as a madman. Divine retribution, a lesson in humility. The Ad, drunk on their own power, paid no heed to Hud's warnings. They continued in their arrogance, challenging God's power and defying His commands. As punishment for their defiance and transgression, God visited upon them a devastating drought. Their once fertile lands withered and died, their crops failed, and their livestock perished. Still, the Ad refused to repent. In response to their continued defiance, God unleashed upon them a scorching wind, a relentless force that raged for days on end. This wind, described in the Quran as a wind of calamity, ripped through their land, tearing down their structures and burying their cities under mountains of sand. The once mighty Ad were utterly destroyed, their civilization wiped off the face of the earth, a stark reminder of the ephemeral nature of worldly power. North of the Ad, in the rocky terrains of Al-Hijr, resided the Thamud, a people renowned for their skill in carving homes and structures from mountains. They were masters of their craft, creating architectural marvels that stood as testaments to their ingenuity. They too were blessed with prosperity and abundance, but like the Ad, they fell prey to their own success.
God, in His infinite mercy, sent me to guide the Thamud. I am Salih, chosen to deliver God's message and steer you away from the path of destruction. Acknowledge God's blessings, be grateful for your prosperity, and abandon your ways of arrogance and transgression.
To demonstrate His power, God presented the Thamud with a miraculous she-camel, a tangible sign of His divine favor. The she-camel, a gift from God, was a test for the Thamud, a symbol of their willingness to submit to His will. Salih instructed them to share the water with the she-camel and to refrain from harming her. However, the majority of the Thamud, blinded by their arrogance and their desire to cling to their old ways, refused to heed Salih's message. They saw the she-camel as a threat to their resources and a symbol of their subservience to a higher power. In a brazen act of defiance, a group among the Thamud plotted to kill the she-camel, ignoring Salih's warnings and rejecting God's mercy. Their heinous act sealed their fate. As punishment for their disobedience, a mighty earthquake shook their land, reducing their homes and their magnificent structures to rubble. A thunderous cry from the heavens followed, extinguishing their lives and obliterating their civilization.